Good evening team, welcome back to Glenn's Workshop. So we're finally going to kick into this new set of jaws tonight. What we're going to start with is that it's just got a whole lot of paint on it. So we're going to, just as our first little kick into it, we're just going to completely strip all that stuff off. So all that I've actually went and got is the quick strip and just a random paintbrush, which should do the job perfectly fine. So it does say that it wants us to try and I haven't ever stripped paint off anything before, so we're just gonna give it a go and see what it does. So we'll start with the top first, and we'll just slap it on there and give it a whirl and see what it does. It apparently doesn't take long, so maximum 15 minutes, but I honestly reckon the paint doesn't look like it's too thick. I did just give it a scrape before to see how thick it was, but this stuff here should eat it away quite quickly. And this one, compared to the other set of jaws that we did, this one's actually a hardwood, so this one's going to be quite nice to work with. We just dab a whole lot on there and see what she does. Hope everyone's enjoying their night tonight. It's actually getting quite cold again. I was out there earlier today and the sun was out, but it was actually really quite, the wind was quite cold. So it gives us a taste of things to come, I suppose. Oh yeah, look at that, starting to work already. Wow, that's real fast. I might just stop there. I think I'm going a bit far with it yet. Just put that there just for now. All I'm pretty much just going to do is take these out of the mount, and we'll get a bit more of a close pick, I suppose. Yeah. Well, that's coming off extremely easy. I knew that the stuff would work well, but damn, who knew it would work that easy? Right, let's get some of this stuff off, eh? So of course, once we get all this stuff off, we're still not too sure on what I'm actually going to do with it yet. I'm not sure whether we're going to sand it back and get it as nice as we can, and then maybe put some clear coat on it, or paint it, or stain it, or dye it. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm definitely up for suggestions. If if anybody wants to leave anything in the comments of what they reckon, what we should do, whether to stain it or dye it, or I'm not sure as yet. But yeah, if anyone does want to make a suggestion, just let us know. Just put a second lot down. Now that we know that it does it relatively quickly, we can just slap it on there now. I actually don't think it does anything bad to the wood side of it, so I don't think it would matter putting it everywhere. I can't see how it would affect the wood whatsoever. But hey, we'll learn together. So there's also the drawers that need to be done as well. So we'll get this one fully stripped off and the paint and everything completely gone, and then we will carry on with the drawers. But yeah, it is actually some quite nice wood underneath all of this, so it'd be quite nice to work with some real wood instead of the last one. It was almost like a it's not a vinyl or anything, it's yeah, something a little different. Oh, so in some areas it's lifted up really easily, and then in others it hasn't really lifted at all yet. Wonder if the paint was just a little bit thicker in those areas. Well, I'm actually really impressed with how nice it actually comes off. I always knew that we were going to have to sand it back and everything. That's just normal. For it to actually just strip off that easy. Wow, really impressed. Not going to be half as bad as what I thought. Now of course you could probably leave it longer than what I have, so then the whole lot actually comes off with ease, but just got to be a little bit careful with it. Apparently once it does actually bubble, it can dry again. So once it's bubbled, you want to try and get that off, or else the paint apparently can start to set again, and then that's when I'm guessing you'd probably have to put more stripper on there again to take it off again. Wow, way easier than what I have thought. Wow, very cool. If anybody does know any other way that you can actually get it off without using the stripper, please comment down below too to let me know, because the stripper stuff, it is quite a potent thing too. So if you're not into using the potent chemicals, it would be quite nice if there is another way that you can do it. But yeah, that stuff works very well. Wow, very cool. I think we will we'll get a bit on these drawers, take off the top part. There's not very much paint anywhere else really. It was only painted really on the drawers and on the top of the set of drawers there. So once this is all done, then we'll be into the exciting stuff, and we'll start to get some nice sandpaper on there to get it back down to the bare wood again. And that's the bit that I actually enjoy, is getting in there with the sandpaper and the tools, and actually really seeing what the wood's going to look like underneath. A little bit of a hint though, what I have just noticed though, is try not to like brush it on this stuff, because if you seem to brush it on, it doesn't seem to work half as good. So try and actually dab it on, and it seems to lift it way more efficiently. So as you can tell, I'm not exactly doing anything special apart from just slapping it on there, but it does seem to be working quite well. See, look at that. It lifts it quite quickly. Beautiful. Give that a couple more minutes. And we'll see if we can get just the top of that off. Such an easy process. Oh yeah, and then so I showed you just before how the first lot went on and it started to bubble, and then I put a second lot on, and wow, it really starts to bubble up after the second lot. Just a little bit more on this one. I must say, doing it this way, way more efficient than getting the old belt sander or the orbital out, that's for sure. I'm sure though that if you, I'm sure it wouldn't take too long to do it with the belt sander or the orbital, but oh, there's nothing as easy as dabbing a bit of stuff on a bit of wood. Well, okay, so this was the first drawer that we put it on just before. Wow, that is so cool. And I could have probably left it on there for a little while longer too, so that's just literally, as soon as I see the bubbles everywhere, then just getting it off there. But by the looks of it, you could probably leave it on until the until you see it starting to dry up a little bit, then scrape it off. But wow, so easy. So those are the bits that are still on there. That's just me being impatient. I'd imagine leaving the product to do its work for another, even just a couple more minutes, and it would have had that completely smooth. But hey, takes all the fun out of it if we, you know, we still want to sand it, so we've got to have something to sand back. Far out. Might leave that one for a little bit longer. I just put a little bit more on there. So yeah, after that second coat, I think that's actually quite a good way to do it. Put that first one on there, get that one there bubbling away a little bit, and then wherever you need to, then just give it a little bit more of a dab with wherever the paint hasn't started lifting. Because yeah, with that second coat on there, it really starts to lift it really nicely. We'll put a little bit more on this little piece here, just to see how fast that actually lifts up that stuff there. Because now that we've got that top coat off there, wonder what it will do to just that little stuff. So of course we still do have the sides of the cabinet, and that's pretty much it really. The sides of the cabinet, there's a little bit on the face, nothing on the back. So yeah, once we lift that stuff off just the front faces, then we'll be into the sanding process. I do actually have everything all ready to go, so we've got all the supplies and everything for the sanding ready to go. Jeez. You really would be silly if you didn't really use the stripping stuff. Wow, that's really cool. So I just literally put a little bit on there just before. Yeah, still needed to sit for a little bit. But that's awesome. So within half an hour from starting to now, at least all the top faces are completely done. I don't think we're going to worry about any of this little stuff here. The 80 or the 60 or 80 grit sandpaper will deal with that really nicely. But we'll get onto that one maybe in the next episode. But thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for following how we're going. Please, yeah, just let us know what you think. Shall we stain it? Shall we paint it? Shall we just put a polyurethane on top to make it shine? But yeah, let us know what you think. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, team. Bye.